This kit allows you to convert a laptop, bag, briefcase, or computer sleeve. And here we have a briefcase into something you can carry on your bike, often referred to as a pannier. Your bike will need to be equipped with a rear bike rack, similar to something you see here. Once your kit has been set up on your, in this case, briefcase, it just slides on your rear rack and locks into place. You can mount it on the right side of the bike or the left side of your bike. And then to take it off, you just grab the strap here, lift up, and swing it out. When it's mounted on the right side of the bike, you can see that the locking hook is in the orientation shown down on the bottom. You're going to want to make sure you have enough room for your heel to clear the pannier when you're pedaling. You can see here I have a shoe in here to show where the heel would be pedaling around. And to do that, you can bias your pannier by sliding the hooks that are on the rails forward with respect to the bag, like shown here. If you're unable to slide the pannier rearward enough, you can also mount it at an angle, which will give you even more heel clearance. And I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. You're going to start by taking the Lexan backing plate and you're going to place it in this case, a briefcase bag. And you want to make sure that when you place it in there, you face the side with the larger diameter hole portion in towards the bag. And that's because your fasteners are going to sit in those holes, and you want the fasteners to sit flush in the Lexan backing plate. So just make sure that the portion of the hole that has the larger diameter is facing in towards the bag. So here I placed the Lexan backing plate inside the briefcase bag, and it's in the compartment on the rear side of the bag. In my case, it's the side that has a luggage strap on it. So once this is in here, you're going to use a piercing tool, a little nail, piercing nail, to punch holes through the Lexan plate and into your pannier. So this is the piercing nail you're going to use. You can grab that and start piercing holes through your briefcase, through the Lexan plate and into your briefcase. The top 4 holes are where your rail is going to attach, like you see here. If you needed more heel clearance and you wanted to attach it on an angle, you would use these diagonal holes like you see here. And then the bottom 2 holes are where the elliptical rail is going to attach, like you see here. So here's one of the holes through the bag using the piercing nail, and this is along the top. It's one of the top 4 holes. You can go ahead and do all 4 of the top 4 holes and then do the 2 at the bottom. Once you've pierced your 6 holes, you can grab 6 of the 14mm long screws and start to insert them from the inside through the Lexan plate and through your briefcase, like shown here. Once you have the 4 top screws through, you're ready to add the rail. Once you've placed the rail over the 4 screws, you're ready to secure it with 4 of the provided 6 nuts. You can place one of the nuts in the nut driver to run it onto the screws. This is what it looks like when you've secured the rail with all 4 of the nuts and screws. And if you need to secure the screws tighter, this is what it looks like when you've secured the straight rail to the top of the briefcase using the 4 screws and 4 nuts. If you need to tighten the screws even more, there's a 2.5mm Allen key that you can use in combination with the nut driver. Now you're ready to secure the elliptical bottom rail. So place the 2 more of the screws through the 2 bottom holes that you pierced, as shown here. Then you can place the elliptical bottom rail over those 2 screws like shown here. Then secure it with the 2 more nuts and your nut driver like we did previously, as shown here. The lower anchoring hook can be adjusted by loosening it by turning this counterclockwise, and then you can flip this and slide it along this elliptical bottom rail to where it needs to be for your rack. And then once where you located it, you just tighten it back down by turning it clockwise. These top hooks can also be adjusted by loosening the screws in the center of them with the 3mm Allen wrench. And once they've been loosened, you can slide these hooks along the rail to adjust for your bike rack. The kit also includes these inserts that allow you to adjust the size of the hooks that attach to the top of the bike rack. If your frame of the bike rack is smaller, you can insert these in there and it'll fit better on your bike rack. To do that, you'll need to pull back on the tab to pull the hook out of the way, and then slide it into that opening. And when you slide it in, you want to make sure that the little protrusion sticking on there is towards the outside. The kit also includes these self-adhesive felt discs, and you can place those over the heads of each screw to protect what you're carrying inside your briefcase from getting scratched by the screws. And that's it. I hope you enjoy your new Hauler Cycles pannier kit.